Hey everybody, I wanted to take a couple minutes and do a video tour of our farm for those who are interested in coming out for photo sessions or events. So I figured we'd go and take a quick walk and I could introduce you to the farm. So right now we're looking at the front of the property, and the road up there is the Main Street McCandless Road. So you will come down our driveway. And I know we've talked to a couple people, our parking's limited on the parking pad, but you're welcome to park anywhere on the gravel or the cement down here. And if we run out of room, you're always welcome to park on the grass as well. So I'm going to go and take you down to the area of interest for everybody. Once you finish parking, there's this gravel path that you can head down, and it takes you to the property, the lavender fields, the flowers, the sunflowers, and you can just explore the property. So here's our barn. We like to take family photos around it, especially in the fall. You can come around the back here, and especially early spring, late fall when the trees are down. It's kind of just a nice little area to spot, to have a nice little backdrop. There's not a ton back here, but it's an option. And then over here, this is our new lavender field that we planted last summer. So we're excited to see how it does this year. We're hoping that it'll be available for photo sessions in July, but we're keeping an eye on it. You can see the plants are still pretty small, but they grow quickly. And especially once they bloom, the flower stalks add about a foot of size in each direction. So we're excited to see how those will do. Keep walking down this way, we have our lavender field that we planted a couple years ago. So we're getting that pruned, and we have new plants that we just ordered that we're working on putting in the ground over the next week or so. And looking forward to seeing how this will do come June. On this side, this is going to be our flower garden this year. So we have some irises that are starting to bloom. And next weekend, we're actually doing our big planting weekend and getting all the plants in the ground so that hopefully we'll have lots of flowers for bouquets this summer. We also have our ducks over there. They love hanging out in the water. There's also a favorite spot over here that I have for photos. And if you go back here, especially once everything is leafed out, it's a nice shaded area, especially when it's hot outside, for some photos, and that arch between the trees makes a really interesting backdrop over there. So lots of open areas around here to go and just take pictures outside, and have the privacy of the farm, so you're not competing with a whole bunch of other people. And when we get some good colors in Tennessee, there's a lot of trees that create great fall photo backdrops. So this is where we have beds for sunflowers. So here's one. And then here's our other sunflower bed. We just planted seeds Saturday, so a couple days ago, so they haven't come up yet, but we're excited to see how our new variety is that we selected for this year. And then if you go over here, we actually have a creek. It's seasonal, but right now there is water in it because of all the spring rains. During the summer, it will run just after a rainfall for a day or so. And in the fall, it's usually pretty dry because we don't get as much rain between September and October. But it's a fun spot, and kids love to play back here too. My daughter spent hours throwing rocks into the creek this weekend. Now I will say that it is rather slippery on the rocks if it's wet. So if you do come down here, please be careful. Let's see if I can find a good way to get across and show you guys what it looks like without slipping myself. So here's one side of the creek, and there's lots of places you can stop and some interesting rocks around the edge. We'll go down this way a little bit. So yeah, lots of fun spots to discover for photos and places to play. And then this is our back field. So we just did our spring trimming this past weekend here, but we'll usually leave this pretty long, and so you get some wild grasses and flowers, and you can venture all the way up to that back tree line and find spots for photos and hang out and just explore the area. So that is a tour of our property. Thank you very much for coming with us today to see what Menkveld Farm looks like. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us on our website or social media or give us a call. All right, have a great day, everybody.